3 heading into Hambletonian Day, the Hambletonian final for $1 million. Periculum post 9, what are your thoughts on that?
Could have been better. But you know, it could have been better definitely, but you know, it is what it is. We couldn't do anything about that, but he's a nice horse. He's a good form. You know, we just need a little bit of luck from there, and hopefully some, you know, good pace on the race, and he can pick up a good check. But you know, beforehand, before the draw, if he would have drawn 1 through 6 or something like that, I actually thought about a big outsider chance, but now we'll hopefully a good check.
Temporal Hanover came first over in his elimination against Joviality. Post 7 for this one.
It's okay. I mean, not great, but not terrible either. So it's okay. He feels like he's in form. He did a great performance in the elimination. So we'll see what Dorian can do from here. But it's okay. I'm okay with it.
You have one of 2 fillies participating in this year's Hambletonian, Joviality. She finished 3rd in her elimination. Post 2 for her. You have to be happy about that.
Yeah, she deserved that post. You know, she's been having so much not luck at all in these races lately, so I was happy for the horse that she got a little post relief there, so it gives Brian some options from there, and I'm very excited about that.
Now that the posts are out, how do you feel going into the weekend?
Very good. 2 of 3 draw okay, so no, I'm excited.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Ray, what did you take away from your colt's performance in the elimination?
I actually thought he was pretty good. He kind of got jammed up that 32nd third quarter. And I thought once he kind of got him out and straightened up, he had as much trot as anybody.
I know I was talking to Mark. He said he didn't even get the plugs pulled until after the wire. How did he come out of the race? What does his week look like, you know, leading up to it?
Oh, he trained really good today. He's always been a very sound horse and really good mentally. So I'm thinking we got a good chance.
Post 8 in the draw, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, won the Meadowlands pace out of the 8 hole, so he can win it out of there. I was just hoping not to get the 9 or 10, but the 8 is fine.
All right, best of luck to you.
Yeah, thank you.
How did Venerable come out of her Hambletonian Oaks elimination?
Yeah, pretty good. Seems 100%.
What does her week look like leading up into the final?
I'm going to train her tomorrow, and she'll probably have Thursday off, and then she's got detention Friday night, so that's her schedule.
I know the elimination winners get to draw 1 through 5. She drew post 5. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I wasn't really concerned about the draw because for that reason that we were going to draw inside of 5 anyway. I think 5 is pretty good. You know, it gives you options. You're in the middle there. Take a look, see what everybody else is doing. It's a good spot.
How do you feel going into the weekend?
Nervous, you know, naturally, a little nervous.
Looking to make it 2 in a row with winning with Bella Bellini last year.
Yeah, that'd be great, wouldn't it? But you know, don't get your hopes too high, you know.
Well, best of luck.
Thank you.
Baptism finished 5th in her Hambletonian Oaks elimination. You drew post 7 in the final. How do you feel about that?
Good.
How did you think she raced in her elimination?
Very good.
And how do you feel going into the final?
Good.
And you, Jiggy Jog, won her elimination of the Hambletonian against the boys. That was pretty cool. How did you feel about that?
Good.
And you drew post 5, obviously, you know, the winners drew 1 through 5. That's a good spot to be.
Yeah.
And how do you feel going into this week's final?
Good.
You take it on the boys. I mean, that's pretty exciting, right?
Yeah.
And Mr. Aki, how do you feel about your horse's performances last weekend?
They race good, so I'm happy with them.
And of course, Jiggy Jog being one of 2 fillies in the race, the Hambletonian. How did she come out of the race, and what does her week look like leading up into it?
Yeah, she come out the race good, and she train normal. Everything looks normal.
All right, best of luck to you guys this weekend.
And thank you.
You broke your bad post blues in the Hambletonian Oaks this year. Manon post 4. What are your thoughts on that?
Very good, very good. Couldn't be worse than what we drew before. 8, 9, 10, and 10, I think. So 4 is very good.
All right, let's talk about Rebuff. Gets the rail. Some would argue the rail isn't the best spot to be. What are your thoughts on that?
No, that's probably not the spot we would have picked if we were able to pick, but you know, it's better than 10, so it's up to Timmy to figure it out.
Talk about how exciting it is to participate in Hambletonian Day. You know, you're in the Oaks and the Hambo.
Yeah, very big, very big. It's the 2 biggest race of the day probably, so it's gonna be an exciting day and a dream come through.
We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.